I mean, it was right before rent was due, so it's like good time.
Yeah.
Well, even still, then, you know.
Yeah, so
that
it's good.
ensures shelter.
What some might say was that was divine intervention and brought to you by an outside source.
For sure.
And other people would call it theft.
You know, if you think I'm a bad person, leave it in the comments below.
One for having some conversation with Steven and Twan, questioning the whole universe and history of man. Saturday on Sunday, we're gonna make it through. Speak out, It's a Saturday on Sunday.
Is that it?
That's it.
Welcome back to Saturday on Sunday, the podcast that overcooks rice and undercooks expectations. I'm Twan.
I'm Steven.
Hey. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us again for another fun-filled episode of Overcooking Rice, I guess.
Welcome back to the Foodcast. How do you cook your rice?
I don't.
See, I get that fancy stuff. Just, you know, like real home-cooked rice.
Yeah.
Poured out of a bag with the seasonings already in it. Water.
Oh, right. I mean, it has instructions exactly how you should prepare it, which is good.
What's the dude? Have you seen the guy on the internet that like critiques people's way of cooking rice and stuff?
Is Uncle Roger?
Uncle Roger.
Oh, no.
He would be highly disappointed.
Yeah.
Especially if you're making fried rice.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I mean, you know, everybody has their own way of making rice.
Yeah, but not everybody's way, right?
Right.
I mean, you know, it's right to them. If they eat it, you know, more power to them, right?
But you've never seen Uncle Roger,
No, I don't think I've seen
right? Well, check him out
Yeah.
on his channel or whatever, wherever he's at.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, oh yeah, fuck people making rice wrong. Like, I don't even want to make rice anymore because of the way
Well, you should go and look up Kay's Cooking, and she makes special...
He reviewed one of her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She makes the
fried
best
rice.
fried rice.
yeah, but it's probably not the best.
No.
You have to go through Uncle Roger.
Yeah.
He's the only one that he's got it on point.
Right. He's the rice guy.
Yeah. I think.
You know.
I've only seen a handful of his videos, but they're
Right.
funny every time.
Yeah. Have you heard that they're changing Uncle Ben's rice to like Ben's International Rice or something like that?
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it, so I don't know the story behind it, but I was
Yeah.
just curious to why they would do it.
Probably the same reason that they're changing like Aunt Jemima's and all that.
Yeah, but are they taking him specifically off of it?
See, I don't know. But if they're gonna name it Ben's something else, they're probably gonna use probably a similar.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right.
Because, like, is he an actual person? Like, is it his rice?
I mean,
or is
I don't
he just
know.
a picture that they used? Like, where
Right.
did they find that clip art, you know?
Right.
I need to do some deep investigation.
Yeah.
Because I gotta know.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because if it is rooted in some kind of
Right.
this guy's not even.
Yeah.
He didn't even like rice. You know.
It's not even ungle. I don't know.
He doesn't have meat.
Right.
I don't know. And
Yeah.
that's my own uneducated. I don't know.
Right. Like, I don't even use Uncle Ben's rice. I use Minute Rice. Or the store brand rice.
You ever got that rice that's like pre-soft in the pouch?
That just sounds weird.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And like you feel like I've never gotten it.
It just
Like
feels...
I picked it up and I'm like, no, I don't want that. Like,
Right.
It's gonna be awful.
It's supposed to like cook in like a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And I
It's
was
already
like,
cooked,
And I was like,
though.
minute rice. Yeah, because all you have to do is warm this stuff up.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not cooking; it's just getting it hot again.
Yeah.
Like, do you want leftover rice? We
Right.
got it.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I don't get the point. It's not like rice takes forever. So it's like...
Unless you're making brown rice.
Right.
Brown rice takes a long time to cook.
Yeah.
From
If you're cooking it right. I just cook it the same way I cook normal rice.
It's got a little crunch
You know
to
what?
it.
A little al dente.
You know what I just did?
Ate raw
I
rice.
cooked macaroni and cheese the other day the way I saw it on Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like there involves no draining of said mac and cheese or anything.
Oh.
You just put just enough water to cover it and then throw the cheese in the water and boil it all together.
Yeah.
I'm like, why haven't I been doing this my whole life?
I don't know. I'm not that much of a mac and cheese person.
Well, I have
Really?
3 children, so
Yeah.
I love
They
mac and
are.
cheese.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
See.
sure if I had kids, I'd be mac and cheese all the time.
yeah. And I
Jen loves that.
luckily my kids like the generic mac and cheese as well, the powdered stuff.
Shit. Yeah.
Because I don't like that
Right.
other Velveeta and bullshit.
Yeah.
No,
It's all
usually
bullshit.
when we make mac and cheese, we're grating up cheese. And
No, dude,
actually
that's stupid.
Making like a
If you're not
bechamel.
if you're not eating mac and cheese with neon orange cheese powder, you're not eating mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Want to bet?
I don't want your foo-foo ass Gouda goat cheese bullshit.
Like,
It's delicious though.
yeah.
Throw some bacon and jalapeno in there. Just a couple dollops of pesto.
I don't know.
Noodles, strange powder. That's it.
Like, Jen's it has to be Kraft's mac and cheese, and she gets the spirals, which are like a lower tier, in my opinion. Like, if you're not getting
Strictly elbows.
elbow noodles, like, so I don't eat any of the spiral.
Are they elbow noodles in like the regular box mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not really like elbowy. They're kind of just like tubes.
Right. Yeah, but you know.
They're supposed to be.
Yeah, but it just doesn't appear. Like, if you've seen elbow noodles, those motherfuckers are C-shaped.
Right.
The ones in the macaroni and cheese cardboard box,
Yeah.
they're not.
But I mean, that's, you know, they can sell those for $1 a box, or less. You know, sometimes.
Am I the only one that thinks that the shaped macaroni and cheese, like, you know,
Never get
SpongeBob
cooked.
shape, they never get cooked and they taste
No.
different.
Right.
They're
You're just
awful.
like, man, this is like chewy and fucking hard.
It's al dente all the time.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's like, and then if you overcook them to where every part of it's cooked, it's just like mushy and nasty.
And the middle is still rock solid.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah.
I eat them though.
I
Right.
mean, it's as big of a conundrum as like Hot Pockets.
I'm not.
Either it's lava or there's ice in the middle.
But there's
Yeah.
not a chance in hell that I'm gonna bypass transformer shaped macaroni and cheese. You know, I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna not be good,
Yeah.
but there's no way I'm not gonna chomp on some Decepticons. Okay?
I don't know.
It's gotta happen.
no.
Like, I know that they're bad, so why would I
nobody
ever
cares
go
about what you're
purchase?
making? 5-star mac and cheese guy.
Right. Jacob's out of, you know, the conversation.
I'm sorry that I make homemade meals not out of a box.
You know.
Get with the process times.
Right. You know.
Actually, last night I bought a box of taquitos. That was dinner.
Oh shit! Did you? Yeah, but how did you make them? Did you open them up and add some chorizo in there or something?
Right.
No, I threw them in the oven and then poured hot sauce all over.
Oh, see,
Homemade salsa.
I don't even
and-
throw those in the oven. I'll keep a box of taquitos in the freezer, and
Yeah.
I'll just like reach in and grab a handful and throw them in the microwave for like 48 seconds. That way they're really hot on the outside, frozen in the middle.
Oh, right.
That's how I eat those.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, most of the time, like I don't really care for Hot Pockets in general
I
because,
don't.
like, they never feel like they're all evenly cooked. And the not warm, like that warm kind of part of it always tastes really weird.
I like it because it feels like purgatory.
Yeah.
Its feeling doesn't exist.
I'm like, why would I buy Hot Pockets when I can go for the French bread pizzas that are in the same price?
Right.
See, I'm
Those
I'm
are-
a fan of all.
Or
of
a
them.
frozen burrito.
Right.
I'm a fan of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hot Pockets are the way to go.
Yeah.
French bread pizzas are the way to go.
Right. Convenient food.
Yeah. Healthy stuff.
Nobody's making homemade mac and cheese. You make the noodles too?
No, that's difficult.
Do you have a noodle making machine?
No.
have you made pasta noodles before?
No.
Oh, that's really surprising. Because I feel like I've wanted to make pasta noodles, and I was assuming if I wanted to do that, you probably done it.
See, my problem with that,
I've tried to make gnocchi.
Yeah, how'd that turn out?
Not good.
It was a no
if you're gonna say
on the
it,
gnocchi.
pronounce it right. It's nachi. Everybody knows.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
There was
If
a
you
guy
like
at work
gnocchi,
that,
gnocchi or gnocchi.
somebody was looking for like the pre-made gnocchi, and
Yeah.
like this guy at work was like, ganache? We're like, no.
Yeah.
No, that's something completely
Yeah,
different.
right.
Yeah, go get that for him.
Right.
That will-
That's a great dinner.
Oh yeah. Delish.
Mix that with some tomato sauce, you're good to go.
Oh right.
Mmm. Yeah, we're definitely up front here. We are definitely over-processed food people. Which I keep telling myself that I'm going to stop doing that shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to make this fresh food.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to get food that doesn't come in a can.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, I'm not.
Right.
And then you have to actually decide what you want to make for dinner.
You gotta
Which,
think about
yeah.
it.
that's why we ran into the problem last night. Just went and got processed stuff.
But like my wife and I work completely opposite shifts.
Yeah.
And I'm that guy where I will not eat if she's not home.
Right.
I won't do it.
I
She's
get
like,
that.
make yourself dinner. And I'm like, no.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'll feed the kids,
Right.
and then literally I won't eat until she gets home. And if she gets home after it's time for me to go to bed, I'll go to sleep and I won't eat anything.
Right.
Because I'm not going to, what am alone as shit is sitting there eating food by my goddamn self.
Oh yeah. No, I get that 100% because now.
I've done that.
So
Yeah.
making food, I mean, she doesn't get home till late, like
Right.
literally right before it's my bedtime.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna stay up and try to make a meal from scratch while I'm
Right.
about to fall asleep.
You just do the prep work. And then just pop everything in where it needs to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the prep work. I take it out of the plastic wrapper and throw it in the
Right. It's like I have eaten a lot of French bread pizzas because I have the same problem. Because like I'll be coming home from work and general already be at work, so it's like where I'm gonna eat dinner. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna French bread pizza. It's like that's the quickest.
See, that's not the same though. You're still eating something. He's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like, you know, whatever.
I would probably starve to death and die before I just ate by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, just eat, and I'll
Right.
eat when I get home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Well, you know, you gotta eat.
Ew. Yeah, but my kids aren't gonna, like, they eat earlier.
Yeah.
I eat later, and she's like, just eat earlier. And I was like, then it throws off everything. It throws
Right.
off the whole vibe
Oh yeah.
for what I'm doing.
Right.
If I eat at 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
I mean, we eat at 11 p.m.
Right.
Like,
I mean, yeah, that's.
We eat late a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
last night we didn't eat until like 10:30, 11.
Oh yeah.
it's nice because they tell you you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
Like, I'll eat
Yeah.
a full meal, and 20 minutes later I'll be asleep.
Right.
And they're like,
That's
yeah.
exactly what we do. And now anytime when we eat earlier in the day, like if say for some reason we
You're
got
fucking
up,
starving at 11 o'clock.
right, or I'm passed out like a half hour later.
No, dude, we try to eat early. Like, if she's got a day off, we're like, yeah, let's make dinner early.
Right.
And then, fucking, the time our body normally eats, we're like, yo, we're starving. And you're like, you just fucking ate. And your body's like, I don't give a shit.
Oh right. It's like, and recently I haven't gotten like the little snacky foods and stuff to have around to do that kind of stuff. And be like,
I
oh,
rarely
hungry.
have that anymore. And there's times where I'm like, am I really about to go to the store just for like a Reese cup right
Yeah,
now?
because, I mean,
Yeah.
it must suck for you, because when you want a Rice Krispie treat, you gotta go get a bag of marshmallows and a box of Rice Krispies.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You gotta make it all from scratch. You make the marshmallow fluff by hand. It's all
Yeah,
a
of
whole
course.
thing.
Do that.
I mean, I don't know.
It's sugar.
You just gotta look it up on YouTube. There's always a video on how to make
I love
everything.
marshmallow fluff.
Oh yeah, I just buy it.
On everything.
I'll just eat a
Peanut butter
spoonful
marshmallow
of-
fluff
I
sandwich.
went to
Oh right.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
and I asked them for a sundae with the marshmallow on it, and they said we no longer carry that.
Yeah.
You burned it down, right?
Yeah, boy was I, because that's all I ever got on Sundays. Like, yo, just give me a sundae with some marshmallow on top. And she was like, yeah, we don't have that anymore. And like, it was about to go down. Like, my kids were like, we still want our ice cream. I'm like, fuck you, your ice cream, this whole establishment. Julia's like, why didn't you just get some marshmallows and make it at home? And I look like Jake.
Right.
Make some marshmallow fluff for home.
Oh, yeah. I mean, now that I'm trying to grow a beard back again, that's one of those things like marshmallow fluffs, eating it by the spoon, you know, it
That's
just
gonna be
gets
real
all
fun
in
for
there.
you.
It's over with.
Right.
There's
you're gonna have a
things I
peak
will
beard.
not eat unless I'm by myself in the house.
Right. Like, you can't eat an ice cream cone. Not with the facial hair like that.
How
No.
how to turn your beard into a peep.
Right.
Like,
Oh, man.
the other day we were off and we drinking coffee and I'm drinking, and Sarah just looking at me and just starts laughing. I'm like, what? She's like, you gotta get that off your mustache. I'm like, that's better. just soaks it in.
Oh, right.
Keeps it there as a flavor reminder.
Oh, yeah. I was saving that for later.
Or you take a drink of something and like 20 minutes later you go, why is my mustache wet?
That's the
Forget.
worst.
Wet mustache.
Oh, man.
All these problems that we have.
Oh, yeah. They all revolve around facial hair. Most of my problems.
Was that the remix?
Facial hair, most of my problems.
I like when you shave your facial hair, and you know, girls will attest to this. It doesn't matter how you shave your facial hair in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's going everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. You can lean your head as far over the sink as you can, and it's on the toilet. It's on the shower. It's on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's in every one of your pockets. Like,
Right.
how the fuck did this happen?
I mean, you know, depending on how you shave, it just flies everywhere.
Hey, you ever tried to clean it up afterwards? Like, you're like wiping it down, and it's just like keep spreading it, and you're like, I can't, and I get a new paper towel and I go in, and it just keeps coming back, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, right. I mean,
It just multiplies.
Yeah.
it's hard to pick up facial hair. They're pesky, you know.
But I don't want to hear any girls complain about that, because like the amount of hair that gets removed in a shower by a female head is ridiculous.
It's like, how do they still have hair on their head?
Yeah.
I could make, you know, 4 people
Just
wigs
everywhere.
with the hair
Like, it's
from
like
one
stuck to the
time.
walls. Like, we talked about it. It's stuck to the walls. It's in our clothes. Like, you put a shirt on, it's in your hoodies, and you pull it out. It's like in your ass crack. I don't even know how it got there. Like,
Right.
it's everywhere.
You know,
So I don't want to hear it.
they got a mind of their own.
Right.
Don't bitch about my facial hair.
Right.
At least you won't find it in weird spots like
Your butt crack.
in your butt crack.
Depending.
Right. Hmm.
Uh,
I don't eat ass. That's gross.
Now, that's where poop comes from.
Right.
grow up. It's a natural thing.
What,
Yeah.
to eat ass?
Yeah.
Right. I've always wanted to get pink eye from sexual relations.
Have you ever, like, it's all throughout the animal kingdom.
Yeah, every animal eats
Yeah.
ass.
Have you ever, I mean, you've seen it from dogs and cats and lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
So it's only natural that it develops to the human animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But, you know, some people base their whole personality around, like, yeah, I eat ass. Like, you know,
It's
I'm an
weird.
ass eater. It's like,
Yeah, because now you gotta advertise that.
Right.
You know, it's
if you're
it's-
on Tinder, that's
it-
got to be the first thing you put on there.
It's like getting a job. You're gonna put that on your resume because you want a higher position. You
Right.
know?
But that's like,
You gotta let them know, like, this isn't basic. Like,
Yeah.
I'm management level ass eater.
right. We eat ass around here, so you're going to bump up the ladder real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying that I'm not an ass man, but I'm just not putting my face in it.
It's all right. You just like you don't eat the shit box. You gotta make sure that it's a detailed view.
Oh, yeah. Either way. Like, you can be fresh from the shower. It doesn't matter. You know.
You know damn well they were tearing it up in that shower.
Right.
They were waffle stomping shits in the shower?
Yep.
Gross.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know people's business.
I don't know who be
Have you
shitting
guys
in
had-
the shower.
Does it stem from an accidental fart when you were too close?
What? Who, me? No. You know, it's just one of those
You
things.
gotta forgive that girl, dude. She didn't mean to.
Right. I mean, it's just one
That
of
would
those
be
things.
the worst.
Yeah,
Just like an
Yeah, awful.
accidental rip when you're just like way too close.
right. That'd be bad news.
I mean, it comes out bad.
And then you'll definitely get pink eye.
Because
Right.
there's no filter to that. You
Right.
know? It comes out straight to the ozone. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's hitting space.
It had
Like Jeff Bezos is gonna see that fly past him like it's
Right.
bare ass farts.
Oh yeah.
And
Blow your mouth out like
You've
a
been
leaf
there.
blower.
You fart. It stinks. You
There's
know?
particles in there.
Right.
It stinks when you fart. You know, it's a thing. It stinks.
Oh
But
yeah.
you've been in the bathroom like just about to get in the shower and you bare ass fart. That's way worse.
Oh right.
There's no filters on that.
Oh yeah.
You know. So if that comes at you, I could see like the traumatization, and now you don't want to eat that because it just put that in your face.
Yeah.
You know. So I get it. I get it. I'm experiencing what I'm picking up what you're not telling me.
For the record, that's not the case. I've never had a bare ass fart in my face. And, you know, I can see that being a valid reason for, you know, not
Yeah.
eating ass. But, you know.
Nobody's gonna believe you.
He made too strong of a case.
From now on, everybody.
I mean,
like,
for as detailed as you had it, I feel like you've experienced this and you've overcome
oh no,
this.
because I would dodge that shit. So you
Oh,
can see
no.
it. I mean, you've seen a dog about to let it go. Like it starts giving you little actions. It's about to happen. Fucking Keanu Reeves in the Matrix, right past me. I can see it.
No good.
You're just making it sound like it wasn't a fart that projected out. If you dodging something like
No,
that,
no.
air dissipates.
It's cool. I always eat ass with a thermal imaging camera.
You gotta know what you're going into.
Yeah, you gotta get in there.
You gotta
know.
be ready for that
Yo, if that
situation.
starts turning red, you know it's about to go down.
You see it coming all the way down.
I saw that heat thermal change. I know what's gonna happen.
Now who's talking about shit?
People are like, what the fuck are you just walking? No.
The conversation took a drastic turn.
It does. All for macaroni and cheese.
Right. Man,
I'm
that's
sorry I make it homemade, guys.
That's what good pussy sounds like. Macaroni in the pot.
Man. I don't even know. I can't even go to that song.
That's so wet ass P word.
It's crazy because I seen a video on floating around on the interwebs, and it's like a bride and all her bridesmaids like at the wedding on the dance floor, and they're all doing this full dance routine to that song, and they drop down and they're like, and I'm just like, that's what wedding videos are gonna look like to our children. Like you remember seeing old wedding videos of like parents and stuff, and it's just like a bunch of people with their like crazy hair and their really thick big sunglasses and wearing like bell-bottom suits and stuff, and you know the dancing is all slow and like whatever, and then at the very end it's like Uncle Randy going, "Hey, go some good guys are getting married," and now that's right in front of Grandma.
Oh, right.
What the fuck?
Like, that's the worst in front of Grandma. You gotta make sure you get the react from Grandma.
It's just, that's crazy. And I mean, it is what it is. Enjoy your life, but it's crazy. Like that's what our children will see as wedding videos.
Right. No more Macarena. No more cha-cha slide. We got wop wop wop.
Yeah. But I mean, whatever.
Right. I mean.
See, I never had like a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never. We didn't go through that. We courthouse wedding.
Right.
So there was a handful of people in the room.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Y'all want to get married?" And we said, "Yeah." And they were like, "Cool. You legally owe us more money in taxes. Bam, get out of here."
Right.
And we did that. So we've talked about it. So on our 5th year anniversary, we were gonna do like a big wedding.
Oh, okay.
So this year we'll be married 7 years. Still haven't done that.
So we're working on it. We're working on it real hard.
I mean, we never did a honeymoon or none of that shit. We got courthouse married, and that was it.
Yeah.
And like I said, we wanted to get married before my dad passed away. So we did that. So we rushed it. We were just like, let's just fucking. We know we're gonna get married. Yeah. So what's the point in waiting? Like I wanted my dad to be there. Right. Shout out to my dad. He was there. Guess who wasn't there? Mom, if you're watching this, you weren't at my wedding. That's good.
No good.
It's what it is. I mean, it didn't matter. It was literally a bunch of people standing in a courtroom and the next wedding people waiting to like
come in. Right. Yeah,
But we look down the hallway and like there's people like they got 60, 70 people and they're trying to wheel a cake in there and they're like, yo, no, this is like an in and out thing. This isn't like wedding and reception type deal.
Yeah.
We got a couple papers.
We got 19 weddings booked.
Right.
This isn't hang out here.
Oh yeah.
Wheel that cake back the fuck out the door.
Right.
But it was fun. And we went to a bar afterwards. I don't know. Did we talk about what my wedding night was like?
No.
Okay, so we went to a bar afterwards with all our friends.
Yeah.
And it was real nice. People were asking us to buy them drinks because they didn't have any money.
Oh, fun.
And then everybody else got really drunk. And then my wife and I, newlyweds, DD'd everybody home.
Oh.
And a few people stayed at our house.
Yeah.
So we were like, yo, let's just go get a hotel.
Right.
Stay at a hotel. Everybody's staying here. We just got married. Let's do our thing. Let's get a hotel. Well, we didn't plan this. So it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning and we're trying to find a hotel that's got a vacancy, and we do. Yeah. And it's a shady hotel.
Right. So basically got bed bugs.
Well, so we were like, so we get our keys. We pay for the room, get our keys, we go up to the room. I open the door. I'm in there for all of like 13 seconds before I'm like, yo, we're not staying here. Right. There's like stains on the fucking bed. Like it's disgusting.
Right. So you would have got bed bugs.
Yeah, for sure. So like we had no bags or nothing. We went in what we were wearing and that's it. We're going there for one reason only.
Right.
To fucking sleep.
Yeah.
But so we leave. We go back down to the thing and we're like, yo, we're not staying here. We want our money back. And they're like, no, I don't think we can do that. And I'm like, bullshit. We have nothing. We didn't touch any of the beds. We didn't touch anything. We want our money back. Right. So the rule is 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's how long you have to check out your room. From the time they give you your key to the time you go up there, you have 15 minutes to get this refund.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we've been here for 2.
Right.
Like I had the receipt and I'm like, look at the time stamp. So they finally like agreed and they gave us our money back.
Yeah.
And we drove all the way back to the house. By this time it's like fucking 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And we go in and one of her friends is sleeping in our bed.
Oh.
So we wake her up and
Yeah.
like, yo, you gotta go sleep on the couch. And she's pissed as fuck
Right.
that we're making her get out of the bed.
Yeah.
She said, can't you guys sleep on the couch?
Fuck you.
No.
Right.
It's our wedding night. You guys got shit-faced. We DD'd you guys.
Yeah.
I want to sleep in my motherfucking bed. Like,
right.
This fucking sucks. And that's how the wedding night essentially went. We woke up the next day and like nobody gave a shit. Like,
right.
We were like, oh yeah, we wanted to drink and everything. And they're like, yeah, you should have. And we're like, yeah, nobody was driving.
Right.
Somebody's got to get everybody home safely.
Right.
You know. So it was fun. It was a fun night.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to do it again, but like on a big wedding level. Like, not a huge wedding level, but just an actual venue, a DJ. Maybe we'll get Jake to DJ it.
Oh, yeah, he's really good with sound.
Yeah.
It won't even be him DJing it. We'll just have him show up with just his drum set.
Oh, yeah.
It's just him playing drums.
Oh,
for
yeah.
an hour straight. So he's like, can you do it? No.
Right.
I'm playing what I want to play.
I cannot. I can bang on the drums and you can dance or you can sit the fuck down.
Right. It's like I can do a fast beat, a slow beat, and you won't know when it's going to change.
No one knows.
Right.
Not even me.
You know.
So,
Especially if I'm having some beer.
obviously, if that ever happens, you guys would definitely be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I need groomsmen, and then she's gonna need bridesmaids. So
Oh,
I
right.
don't know what side of the team you guys will be on.
I mean, I could wear a dress. See how colorful I am?
Yeah.
My nails are fancy.
I thought that would be a funny idea. It's like, just all the guys, the groom and the groomsmen all wear dresses.
Oh, and then the bridesmaids
brides.
wear suits. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know if I could do heels all day.
Right. I just gotta get some flats.
You abandoned them. Yeah, halfway through.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then I have her carry him.
Right, that's how it
Right.
is.
Yeah, but she's gonna have a hell of a time carrying me through the threshold.
Oh, right. It's like if you think carrying around, these big ass heels are heavy.
When I throw the bouquet to you guys, it's fucking dope.
Right. It's like throw an elbow, but it's mine.
I caught one of those at a wedding when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be in the group. I didn't catch it. It hit the ground and I
Yeah.
got it. And then all the girls were like, "You gotta give that to somebody." And I'm like, "Hell, I got it."
Right.
You guys said get it. I got it. So I'm
Oh,
gonna keep
yeah.
it.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out I was not the next person to get married.
No.
Didn't happen for like 20-some years.
Right. I caught a garter at one wedding. I don't remember what wedding it was.
Did you catch it or did it hit you in the face?
I caught it,
Both.
I think. But I don't know.
Do you keep that?
I did.
Because that's a weird thing. Like, you were wearing that. Like,
I mean, I would.
Do I give this back to you?
Right.
Like, do you own this?
I wore it as a bracelet around. I felt fancy. Put it on my thigh, so I checked it out.
You got a little two-shot Derringer pistol in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I'm confused. Like,
Right.
that was her. Like, it's her article of clothing.
Right. I mean,
Like, it's not weird for the husband that you own something that like she was just wearing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember.
Like,
What
how often did you smell it?
Just
Only
a couple
the-
times when I was there.
only one time. I'm like,
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's
right.
You're the first thing you do when you catch it.
Oh!
Catch it and go.
Oh!
I got some stanky thighs.
He's like, all right, give that back.
Oh,
Like,
right.
Nope, it's mine. And then you just leave right after you catch it. You just
Like,
walk right out the door.
Everybody's like, who was that guy?
I don't even know him.
Like, I mean, it could have been a wedding and I stumbled upon it. It was back in my wedding crasher days.
I would never, like, I don't think I would have the balls to just crash it. Like, I've seen wedding crashers a few times, and, like,
Right.
I don't think I'd have it in me to, like,
Right, give toast.
yeah, to just get in there at all.
Right.
Like, I would lock up once they said, hey, who do you know?
Right. It's like you have to have the information. You have to go in with the documentation of all the people like they went in with,
Yeah.
like, so you know what
It's
you're
how much
doing.
work.
That's a lot.
Right.
Yeah, like, I think your best bet would be to go in and hope they have, like, food being catered or something of the sort.
Right.
So you can just be like, oh, I'm with them.
Oh, right.
I'm a busboy for these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And then be like, because, like, a lot of people, when they have those big weddings, are like, after it starts to get rocky, grandma's had a few, and grandma's
Right.
had a few, and they're doing this weird grind thing, trying to be young again.
Yeah.
They usually let the party help, like, partake. They're like, yeah, have some drinks, eat the rest of our food. Like,
Oh, right.
thanks for staying with us for fucking 8
Yeah.
hours.
But you'd still have to do some research because you'd have to match the uniform
No, hell
of the
no.
people.
No, because I would just tell the other people, like, I'm pretty sure if you just told them, like, hey, I'm crashing this wedding, they'd be like, don't fuck it up or we're going to hate on you.
Yeah.
Cool. Just tell me where you need me to be.
Right.
Just trying to drink eventually.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'll work out.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
I think if you're completely honest, like, I mean, I would be cool with it if I owned the catering place and, like, if I was running it.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, yo, I'm just trying to crash this wedding, just let me fly under the radar for a little while.
But there's so many liabilities that come with that.
Fuck those liabilities. It's of no real liability. You just don't talk to him directly after that.
Yeah.
So then you just say, I thought he was with you. They go, no, he was with you. I don't know him.
Right.
And then you find out he's a crasher. It's of no liability to your company.
Right.
He can do whatever he wants to make your company look bad, but at the end of the day, you're like, no, I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't work for us.
Right.
Boom.
You would think that it would work that smoothly, but you know.
It won't.
It probably
Sure.
wouldn't.
Yeah, but I guess it depends on how drunk they get before he starts acting like an asshole.
Right.
Who
Yeah.
is this guy? I have no idea.
Like, I mean, I obviously can't handle drinking too much, so I'm just here for the food anyway. So I just.
Dude, you're 4 shots in, passed out. They're like, what the fuck?
It's like, why is there a dude curled up in a ball under table 6?
With no shirt
I
on.
don't
No
know.
shirt on.
Laying in his own puke and everything. Gross.
Good times. Good times.
I mean, that doesn't happen every time that I get drunk.
Not every time.
I mean, sometimes I.
Sometimes I fall asleep first.
Right.
And then puke. That'd be bad. Like, that's bad.
Well, that's why you always lay on
I
your
don't.
stomach.
Yeah, I don't sleep on my back.
Yeah, but you could do anything when you're drunk.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna
I
flip
try-
the script. I'm gonna lay on my back tonight.
What if he just passed out on his back?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Or what if someone...
you gotta hope he has people like us here to flip him over.
Yeah, but there's some people that will just carry you to a bed and drop you there. You know,
Yeah.
if you're on your back, you can throw up.
I try not to surround myself with people that care
Can
less
carry.
whether I live or die. It's like, you know.
Well, some people don't know that fancy rule.
Right. To make sure that your friends and
Or-
family don't die.
Or maybe they're just drunk. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, Jen doesn't get drunk, so she'll be there for me.
Does she, like, she drinks and stuff, right? She just doesn't get lit, or she doesn't drink at all?
She doesn't drink.
Like, is it like, is there like a reason? I don't know. I should ask her. Do you know?
I mean,
Or, like,
you know.
What do you,
Right.
do you even know?
Yeah.
I just didn't know
mean,
if it was just like, hey, I don't want to, or like.
the thing about drinking, and it's the same reason like that I don't drink very often, is just like being drunk is fine. There's a certain time period of being drunk and where it's like I'm having a good time.
So you just about to knock that over on the bar?
But it's like if you drink too much, it quickly turns into not a good time. And if you drink too little, you just end up like whatever.
Yeah.
But you gotta know your limit.
And
With the boombox.
you know, beer and liquor taste gross, so you know.
You're wrong, but continue.
So it's just like, you know, there's other ways to feel good that don't have the same type of negative effects like throwing up or feeling like shit the next day or anything like that.
So do you think she would come on the podcast just to get drunk?
No.
Dang it.
No, like she definitely wouldn't come on to, especially to get drunk. Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be fun.
Well, we could bring her on for a different reason.
Right. And then get her
And
drunk.
get her-
So don't let her watch this episode.
Right.
We're
We're gonna be like,
cooking up a
hey,
plan.
hey, come on the podcast, you know.
What's up?
Why is the bar fully stocked?
It's
Weird.
like you just gotta make like really sweet drinks that like have a lot of alcohol that don't taste like they have.
Like tiki punch.
What,
Right.
What about this that I'm drinking? It's a sweet caramel apple beer.
No, she would be like, that tastes like beer.
Right, that'd be beer.
Isn't that?
Like,
That's
like
what-
have you ever had a pineapple upside down cake shot? Those are fucking delicious, and it doesn't taste like
I've never
alcohol.
I've never had
Never even looked at one. Never
Seen
smelt it.
It was a free shot I got at the strip club back in the day, and it was pretty good.
Well, what strip club?
It was, I don't even remember.
I was gonna say, let's go get one.
it. I love that strip club. I love going down. I don't even remember.
No, like a friend of ours won like a radio contest or something like that, and got like a VIP, 10-person VIP.
Which
thing
is
that-
stupid because
It
it
wasn't.
doesn't mean anything.
Right, it's like cool. You guys have a like reserved.
We'll give you a
Food.
table, but you don't get anything else with that. You
Right.
still have to get your own bottle service and all that stuff.
Right.
Like VIP, just make sure you get a table.
You got
Yeah.
a table and you didn't have to pay a cover charge.
No, it's like, well, what they got was like, you get this cold pizza and fries that we served at like lunchtime, so you guys can totally
Great.
bunch on that, and everybody gets like a free shot. So it's like, oh, cool, I'll take it.
Worth
Whatever.
it for the shot.
Right. Like, there was some talented dancers that do the crazy pole stuff there. You're like, wow,
I
that's
love them
crazy.
all.
It's like, why aren't you on Circus Soleil? But I mean, you know,
but I
you
love
being a
them all.
stripper probably pays a lot more.
All the strippers, I love them.
Yeah.
They're all talented.
Right.
Yeah. Every single one of them is talented.
Yeah.
Even the Monday, like midday after.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's like, you know, we got to get that midweek crowd.
Perfect. Like, every single, I'm like, yeah, I don't care. You just started, can't do that flip. It's cool.
Right.
I don't know. I don't go to strip clubs as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I used to
Right.
be in a strip club every weekend, sometimes during the week. Now, we go once a year.
Yeah.
Best day ever.
I just go for the lunch specials.
Fish and chips.
I only get Playboy for the articles.
Didn't they stop making the physical magazine?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think so. I thought I saw an online article about them doing away with physical copies. I mean, nobody does that shit anymore.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with those?
Right. Do people even buy magazines anymore?
I mean, they still do, but
Yeah. It's all like specialty stuff now.
I think it's like buying magazines is more for the nostalgic sit down and read thing than
Yeah.
it is for
Right.
anything else. Because everything that's in those magazines you can look up online.
Right.
Right.
Like literally the same exact magazine is online. And they have an
Yeah.
online version of it. So,
Right.
but people still do it just to be like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, but it's like, if you're really into a certain magazine, like, I used to get like Tattoo and Juxtapose magazines. You just end up with a stack of magazines where you're like, well, fuck, eventually I'm just going to throw this away or give it to somebody else.
Well, I just
so they
Right.
can have a pile of magazines.
I just still get magazines now. Like I still get some magazines in the mail, and that's purely to cut out the letters for like my ransom letters and stuff.
Oh, right. You really need that, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
you have the internet and you get a printer and hook that up, just print out different size
Yeah.
fonts and stuff.
You can't do that.
Right.
It's just ridiculous.
I mean, a lot of,
What
I
are we,
mean,
rookie ransom writers.
Yes.
I feel like, you know,
Her parents did it.
yeah. I mean, I try to handwrite my ransom notes, but then they're like, you have a really distinct handwriting. Like, that's totally
And you signed it, Stephen Pluck.
Right.
And we cannot make out any of your demands.
I
Right.
feel like that's what I would do. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
if I handwrit a ransom note, I would sign it.
Right. Let me just.
And then after I put it in the mail and like the mailman carried it, I go, oh man.
Put the return address to my home address.
I shouldn't have said this. God damn. The mailman waved to me when I handed him the letter.
Right.
I would not be good at doing ransom. And I would like ask for like, you know,
Ridiculous.
a
thing.
Roman burger.
Right. Really obtainable stuff. It's like,
Uh,
man, if you guys could just give me, you know, a large number 3 from McDonald's, like, that'd be tight. And I'll return your dog. You know?
Yeah. 100% my parents did that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I think of ransom, I just think of her parents did that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys know?
No.
John Benet Ransom.
Oh, right. Yeah, her parents totally did that shit.
I want to know why you guys keep just looking at me.
Just because
He
Anthony's
knows
like...
the answer.
Yeah.
Because ransom didn't
Yeah,
look
but
at
did-
I did not kidnap anybody.
But I just-
Fucking Jacob
I just
did it
wanna-
the whole time.
I just want to point something out, though.
Yeah.
We did start talking about cutting ransom letters
Yeah.
out of magazines.
Right.
And Jake's in the background talking about how he would make them from scratch.
Yeah.
You could just look for different fonts on the internet, print them out.
You know what? Fuck.
I don't want your over-processed letters.
Oh, man.
It's made with love.
Man. But if you're using, like, magazine stuff, I feel like you could you'd have to do it with gloves on so you don't put fingerprints all over
You have
like
to do
that reflective
everything with-
surface.
Yeah, you'd have to do
Gloves
everything. Everything. If you're writing ransom letters, you might as well just keep the gloves on forever.
Right. Because you gotta cover everything up. Like, cover up your eyes and your face and your hair and your arms and your hands and your feet. You gotta cover it all up if you're making a ransom note.
Can't leave any traces.
Nothing, you know. And then
See, that's where you fuck up again, and you leave a single piece of hair, a solid thumbprint, and a little bit of semen all in the envelope.
Right. You're like, oh man, I
shouldn't have jerked off on that envelope.
It's like I got so turned on to making this ransom note, I had to take a break.
Well, no, it's because you used your old Hustler magazine.
Oh right. Oh man.
I should have known not to use the sticky pages.
Right. Be bad news.
Yeah. Whatever.
Good thing I'm not writing any ransom notes or assembling any ransom notes from magazines. Because I gave all my magazines away or threw them in the trash.
To somebody who's doing it.
Right. Or cut them up and made a collage.
Yeah, you guys.
That's a ransom note.
I mean,
But it
not to
could
not to send for demands of things, you know.
I just got every
So-
female celebrity's face on my wall.
Right.
It's not weird.
Oh yeah.
It's a dream board.
Right. And if you look close enough, they're all different. It's not a repeat of any of the actors or musicians.
I think when I move out of my house, I want to like build some kind of weird shrine in the closet.
Oh, and just
And
leave
just
it.
leave it there.
Right.
Like half melted candles and like just
Oh,
a
yeah.
weird shrine of pictures.
What are you gonna do it for?
I don't know.
You gotta do it for something real weird.
Yeah, like it's got to be
Like Tiny
really
Tim
weird.
or something.
Oh yeah, that'd
There
be
you
great.
go.
Like Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
With
man.
like this morbid like fucking makeshift doll of her made out of like the weirdest shit.
Oh yeah.
My son is losing teeth, so it could contain real human teeth without
Oh,
getting
yeah.
him in a dangerous way.
Right.
I'm just kidding. If my son watches this, the tooth fairy's real and they have all your teeth.
What are they doing with all those teeth?
Making shrines.
So the one time he lost his tooth and he asked if the tooth fairy would bring him a new Xbox for his tooth. I said, it's not really a fair deal for the
Right.
tooth fairy.
Yeah, that's not an equal exchange.
How do they decide how much for? What sucks is different parents give different prices for teeth, so they
Right.
want to go, well, how come he got this much money and I only got this much?
Yeah.
I don't know, because you don't brush your teeth enough, kid.
Right.
Tooth Fairy was a little stripped by the time he got to the house.
You gotta give him weird parental
Right.
reasons why the tooth fairy didn't give him a tenner for his tooth, and then you gotta call the other person's parents and go, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. It's like you're really giving your kids $10 per tooth.
Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
ridiculous.
When I found out that it's $10, I'm like, no, you can't be doing that.
Right.
Pocket change.
Oh,
what
yeah.
are you doing?
It's like, you just get a 50-cent piece.
Right.
Good to go.
Well, I just figured that what I want to do now is just get a bunch of $2 bills and just keep giving them those.
Oh, right.
Because he'll probably give them back to me when he thinks they're not real money.
Oh, right.
All right, I guess I'll take them. The
Oh,
tooth fairy
yeah.
keeps giving me this fake money. I'll keep it.
Oh, yeah.
Now he wants shit like he doesn't even want cash. He's like, give me Robux.
Oh, right.
The fuck's a Robux?
Seems like robot currency. Jake might know about it.
Yeah.
Is that cryptocurrency?
Sure.
Are you trying to start some
Right.
crypto?
I mean, everybody has their own cryptocurrency now.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys buying into my cryptocurrency?
I still have a bunch of Dogecoin just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah.
Once or twice like that. Just let it sit there.
Right. I mean,
It'll either make
Yeah.
me money or it won't.
yeah. I mean, I guess the worst thing that can happen is that
And if you're watching this and going, this is pretty good here, fuck you. I don't think it is either.
Don't crush my dreams.
But I regret the decision of not buying into Bitcoin, and I wasn't going to let it happen again.
right. I mean, I don't trust any billionaires, and if you're making a currency, like, I don't trust you. You just want more of my money. And you're just going to make a dick-shaped rocket to fly a little bit higher than airplanes around for a few minutes with random-ass people.
Yeah, but I mean, if I had that much money, I'm definitely building a dick-shaped rocket and taking it in outer space.
Right. Yeah.
Well, outer sky.
Right.
Ish. Space-ish.
Yeah, like
Space adjacent.
I don't understand. Like, all of these rich people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this rocket that can stay in the air for a few minutes. Like, I get it, you know, that's gonna advance and, you know, whatever. But it's just like, really, all it's gonna do is make them ridiculously richer than they are, and they're
Yeah.
already too rich.
Yeah.
Like, all the comparisons of Jeff Bezos and Dr. Evil is, you know, evil laugh and everything. It's just like dick-shaped rocket. It's all lighted up too much.
Right.
Which sucks, because I'm still going to order my shit off Amazon.
Right.
Right.
Everybody's
It's
like,
convenient.
you know, everybody's like,
But
oh,
I just
you
want
know,
you to know,
boycott.
fuck you.
Right. It's just like, yeah, I don't like it, but, you know, it's just like Walmart. It's like, are people going to not shop at Walmart?
Yeah.
You
I haven't
know?
been to a Walmart in a while, actually.
Well, you make your own underwear from scratch.
Where do you go, Tarjay?
Yeah, it's right next to where I work.
That's true. But, you know,
The Target is closer to me than the Walmart is. So
Yeah.
yes, I go to the Target if I'm going anywhere like that.
Okay. Now,
It's more of a convenience
Well,
thing than
gee-
not wanting to go there.
geographically, I had to put that together in my head to figure out where I was at, to
Yeah.
where that was at.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in that mindset, Walmart's closer for me, so I'll just go to Walmart.
Right?
I mean, underwear is underwear, and that's usually what I buy from Walmart. Sometimes I'll buy a shirt if they have one.
I buy
that's-
everything. Just like everything. Stuff I don't need,
Yeah.
stuff I do need.
It's usually stuff I don't need. Is if I go to Walmart, I walk out with a bunch of shit I don't need.
Dude, I go into the clearance aisle and start buying shit because
Yeah.
it's cheap. And it's
Right.
funny because it's not that much cheaper. It's like, yo, save 10 cents on this. And I'm like,
Right.
it's a deal.
If it has that clearance sticker on it,
You
I
just
might buy
take
it.
that clearance sticker off and put it on something that's not on clearance. And sometimes you get a cashier that's like, okay,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know. They're a different department.
right.
They're like, are you
That's-
sure this 80-inch TV is only $1?
I mean, this. Do you see the sticker?
The sticker's clearly on there.
I'm popping tags.
Well, I mean, I did get like $50 headphones for like $15, so.
Oh, what a bitch. I always do that thing where I forget that I pop underneath my card.
Yeah.
Like I walk out and then I'm like, oh, I didn't pay for that. And like half of me goes, should I go back in?
Oh yeah.
And the other half says, well, they didn't stop you when you walked out.
Right.
It's just like all those dilemmas, you know. It's all, where's your moral compass at? Like, I walked out of the grocery store and saw a $100 bill, and I picked it up. Nobody was around, and I just kept walking.
And then it was counterfeit and you tried to use it and the police came and you went to jail.
Oh no, I
That
used
would
it.
suck.
That would be shitty. Like the next couple times that I went to that store, I'm like
Somebody
looking
saw
around
me.
like
You're the killer. Somebody knows it's me.
somebody knows that I
Like,
found
it was a plant. Like, they planted that to see who
You're
who
standing in
fuck
an
up.
aisle and you're looking at boxes of cereal and some guy just whispers behind you and goes, and just walked off.
Great. You know, it's always I'm nervous now. But it's like
It's
well,
already gone and spent.
It's gone.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. It's been spent.
It's
But
already my tax
whatever.
return, so I'll give it back to you.
I mean, you know, it's like as soon as I got back to my car, I called Jen. I'm like, hey, I got a moral dilemma that I want you to see, just to see if I'm a good, not a bad person. I'm like, I found a $100 bill and I picked it up. She's
And
like, is it fake?
She responded, yeah, just bring dinner home then.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, you know.
If we're using it for nourishment, it's not bad.
Right.
Like, that's how I would feel.
Yeah.
I would be like, well, I'm going to buy food with this, because then it's not a bad thing.
Right. I mean, it was right before rent was due, so it's like
Nice.
good time.
Yeah.
Well, even still, then, you know,
Yeah, so it's
that
good.
ensures shelter.
What some might say was that was divine intervention and brought
Right.
to you by an outside source.
For sure.
And other people would call it theft.
You know. If you think I'm a bad person, leave it in the comments below.
But like, who do you like? The thing is if there's nobody in that vicinity and you find $100, anybody you ask is gonna say it's theirs.
Right. And that's what I was thinking.
Somebody that just pulled up into the parking lot and you could literally watch them and they'll go, oh yeah, I left it. I was coming back for that.
Right.
Everybody's gonna say it's theirs.
Oh yeah.
So then what do you do with it? You just give it to somebody else who's gonna pocket it and take it home?
Right.
No.
For sure.
Like if somebody puts one of those help lost $100 bill signs up with their number, maybe I'll call them and be like, yo, I found your $100 bill.
Right.
And they're like, oh, where you at? Oh, I'm not gonna give it back to you. I just wanted to let you know I found it.
Right.
Why'd you go through all that effort to make them?
For $100
Missing-
bill. How much
Like-
you spend on those wanted posters?
You're like, what color collar was it wearing? But yeah, so like, what do you do in that situation?
Right.
Like anybody who says you're a bad person for not but I guess some people would go to the extreme and say, well, if you find it, then donate it to somebody else.
Right.
And
Yeah.
dude, I donated it to my fucking
Like, I don't make that
Right,
much.
It
I don't.
donated to me.
I
Right.
donated it to my landlord so that he doesn't kick me out of my house.
Right.
Ta-da!
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things, it's like, if somebody's that careless with $100 bill, it's
Then
just
they
like,
probably have plenty more.
right, yeah, it's just like, what are you doing misplacing a $100
Like,
bill like
when
that?
I put a $100 bill in my pocket, I can feel it in my pocket.
Right.
Like that tiny slip of paper, I can feel it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if it shifts too far to the left, I'm like, where you going, buddy? Where you going?
Oh, right. It's like you're always checking
Like
for
money,
that.
money is concerning. Like,
Right.
speaking of that, like if I had a $100 bill, I'm not gonna willy-nilly it in my pocket.
Right.
I have too much stuff in there, and I'm gonna pull stuff out, and that's
Oh,
how you
yeah.
use that kind of shit. Like
Right.
it's getting secured.
Right.
It's either in a wallet or like at that point, I'll make a trip to the thrift store and I'll get like cargo shorts with a zipper pocket and make
Right.
sure that like my $100 bill is safe.
Right, I'm
But
predicting
but
that.
you're still, even with the zipper pocket, you're opening it,
Yeah.
checking it,
Right.
put it back in,
Everybody-
zip it,
Oh, yeah.
and right after you unzip it again, check it, put it back in, zip it.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, unzip it, check
Right.
it. Yep, still there.
Oh no, I fucked up. It's falling. There it goes. Nope, I don't have it. I don't have it. Got it.
Yeah. It's like, speaking of money, I was at the gas station coming here today, and the guy behind the register was like, hey, you want $10? And I'm like, sure, I want $10. And he threw a $10 bill on the thing, and I picked it up. And he's like, does that seem fake to you? And I picked it up and I looked at it, and I'm like, no, it seems legit like a $10 bill. He's like, yeah, it's a fake dollar bill. He's like, I have a wallet full of these that people keep trying to spend here. He's like, it's ridiculous. And then he showed it to me next to a $10 bill, and I'm like,
Right.
oh yeah, that's obviously fake now that I see it next to this one.
Did he let you
Right.
keep it?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Because I was going to try and bring it back there and spend it again.
Right.
That's cool.
You just gotta wait for a different shift. When he's not working,
Right.
you can't bring the same $10 bill back to that guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's
So
like,
it
come
felt
on.
like a $10 bill. But
Right,
what
like,
it was?
even felt like in my hand, it felt like a $10 bill, but he's like, but if you feel it and you see it next to a real $10 bill, you're like, it's obviously fake.
But here's the question: how often do you actually carry cash anymore?
Right, like, that's the thing, I'm like,
I don't. So
yeah, that's what I told him, I'm like, I would not have guessed that it was a fake $10 bill, because, like, I don't deal with money.
That's why you
enough
don't get to
realize-
work a register.
Right, yeah, like, I'd be the worst.
I work a register.
I'd be
just
taking
take
that
it.
shit all the time. It's like, somebody
Good
down
for
the
me.
line will catch it.
There's nothing printed on the back. You're like, fair enough.
Right.
Good job on that front.
I mean, seeing some of the money scams that people fall for, it's kind of ridiculous. There's like a woman that's like, oh, I'm selling you all this cash, but it's like blank white pieces of paper. He's like, I'm going to sell you the solution that you put on these, and they'll turn into
Right.
the actual money. This is like, why are you giving this person your money? Just keep your real money. Like, this is stupid.
Right.
And how are you falling for this white paper is going to turn into real money?
Well, I've watched him do it.
Right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he had this little machine, those little fucking trick box dollar machines.
I've seen, people fall for a lot of them.
Right. It's like, I don't know. It's like, if you're gonna fall for it,
Yeah, sometimes you
It's your
fall
fault.
into scams like any of them.
and you deserve it. No.
You are full of
You're too trusting. Yeah, here's my social security number and my mother's maiden name.
Yeah, just like I got an email the other day that says my information was leaked in a breach.
Oh, right.
And it sent me back my email and like my password to that email, but like start out with just like a few letters to be like,
Right.
just so you're aware. So I changed all my shit again. I'm like, God damn it! Like,
Yeah.
how are you big corporations getting breached?
Right.
I'm over here supposed to protect my own shit.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid.
Right. It's like, what information are you getting? You know, I don't have enough money to be
Yeah,
worth
you
it.
can steal whatever you want. You're gonna move on pretty quickly.
Right. Like, well, that was barely worth it.
Dude's like, haha, I copied his credit card number. And I'm like, haha, I haven't paid that in like 8 months.
Right.
Guess how much money you're gonna get off of it?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
It's like,
You assuming my debt for me? Cool.
right.
He's like, yeah, because then you sell that credit card and somebody's like, yo, I tried to spend it and it declined all the way down till I got to like $3 and then that approved. And it's like,
Right.
oh, okay.
Like, I hope you enjoyed that Coke and candy bar.
the guy who bought the stolen thing, he called me. He's like, hey man, I just made a payment on your credit card. There should be like $30 on it, dude.
Right, my bad. Sorry to waste your time.
I didn't know you were that broke when I stole your information.
I mean, you know, it's like I keep hearing about people's like Facebooks and all that shit getting hacked, and like they're having to cancel or recreate their Facebook. And I'm like, that would be shitty. And I know it's gonna happen eventually. I have too much shit going on with Facebook for it not to happen.
Right.
So it's just like, it's only a matter of time before I disappear.
The way you looked at it, like, are you hinting at something?
About to start writing another ransom note?
That's a different kind of note. He did write.
Right. Oh no.
You can't kidnap yourself.
You
I mean, you could. I mean, you know, I faked my own death 3 times.
If you wrote a ransom note for yourself, though, do you think anybody would respond?
I mean, I don't think anybody would have any, you know, any means to.
They couldn't meet
give
my
any
demands.
Like, what demands could
Yeah, but how low do
make
you
that
think you would have
big
to
deal?
go before somebody would actually try to reach those demands?
I mean,
Like, I'm in the understanding where, like, if somebody said, yo, I want to make chicken, like,
yeah.
my circle's going to be like, yeah, fuck that. McChickens are good as fuck. I'm not getting one of those.
Right.
Like, they're like, I'm gonna pay the ransom. They go there, get it, and halfway to the drop off point, they eat it, and they're like,
Right.
fuck, and turn
Yeah.
around.
Like, I mean, even McDoubles are more, what are they now, like $139? They're not
Oh,
even
yeah.
$1. Somebody's like, no,
Right.
that price is up, dude. He's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
go. We're going to kill him.
Right.
Do what you got to do. R.I.P. to a real one.
It's like, even if it's like, oh, you have to come here and pick him up, it's like, sorry.
Gas is
Gas
expensive.
They're like,
ridiculous
you
right
got the
now.
gas money though?
Right.
I'll come get him, but you got the gas money?
Gas expensive. You got to kill him, kill him.
I mean, I think I have a few people that might go a little bit further than that. But who knows? You know?
Shoot, I just got to see if I have a life insurance policy. I mean, that really dictates how
Right.
much you're going to actually
Oh, yeah.
get taken care of. If you don't meet those requirements, like,
Right.
no, he's good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they're like 100,000, you're like, hell no.
Right.
I get more for that if he's dead. Get out of here.
It's like, you might as well kill him, because, you know, I need him in the
Bye.
house.
But I don't have any insurance. That's just expensive too.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to get some,
Yeah.
you know, try to take care of my children. Which
Right.
is stupid because after I die, like, I won't notice this, but I'll find out that they loopholed some shit and the kids won't get nothing.
Oh, right.
Because that's how insurance companies work.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, we didn't know this, but his gauges were fucking 3/4. Yeah, we only cover up to 1/2 inch. Sorry.
Right. He didn't, it wasn't under these specific circumstances, so it's not in void.
He had a pre-existing condition. He got shot in the face. Yeah, pre-existing.
Right.
Yeah, his
Because
face was there.
He had the bullet wound before he died. The doctor said he lived another 8 seconds after your shot. Therefore, bullet wound was a pre-existing condition.
Right.
Uh,
I mean, you
health
know,
insurance.
anything that they
Or
can do.
life insurance. Health insurance is fucked too, but.
Right.
Same difference.
Who deals with that shit anymore? You
I mean,
know?
I have health insurance, and it's like, cool, we're health insurance. So if you need an $8,000 procedure, you cover $7,998 worth, and then we'll bill you for the other $2.
Right. Oh yeah. Or, you know, you just go live your life without it, and if, you know, doctors stop treating you, then you're just like, damn, I'm dead.
And I'm dead.
Right. Whoops.
Yeah,
Guess I
that's
should've
the
got
best
that
part.
insurance.
It's like, I mean, most people, that's what their insurance is.
Right.
Like, people are like, you shouldn't go to the ER for that. You shouldn't go to the ER for that. You should see a regular doctor. All right, Linda, I don't have a regular doctor
Yeah.
because I don't have health insurance, and the only people that will treat me are a fucking emergency room that can't reject me because of the piece of paper on their wall that says they can't.
Oh, right.
That's why I go there for the shit I know I don't need to go to an ER for.
Right, yeah.
So eat shit, Linda.
Yeah, I mean, even like, you know, going to like urgent care, they'll turn you away if they don't feel like
It's necessary.
it's necessary for you to be there. And if it's too extreme, then they'll send you to the ER anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
we go to the ER for stupid shit because that's
Right.
our health insurance.
Oh, yeah. And then you ignore those bills when they come in the mail.
You ignore those bills, and then they tell you to follow up with your regular doctor, and you're like, when? And they're like, 6 months. And you're like, I'll be in 6 months. They're like, what? And you're like, what?
So, like,
Walk out.
yeah. It's like, you're my regular doctor. Are you going to be here in 6 months?
Right.
One of you guys will be.
Right. It's like, we can make an appointment. I'll be back here.
Like,
And then
you
they-
got it on file? You got me on file? All right.
That's the fucked up thing is you don't make health insurance affordable, and then you wonder why the ER is full to capacity all the time.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Because I can't get shit outside of here.
Right.
And when I have flu-like symptoms, if I try to get fucking, you know, medicine for that at a drugstore, it's all locked up behind the counter, and
Right.
you have to go through fucking shit because
Yeah.
assholes
Right.
are making fucking drugs with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, legitly sick. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. Right. It's like, what do you mean you don't have 3 of these Flonexes on the shelf? Oh, people are stealing this shit?
Motherfuckers.
CVS.
I mean, you know, I feel like it's anywhere.
Yeah.
Anything that you can make a harder drug out of, they only keep a limited amount. Or the shit that they have is, like, tied up.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, shit like fucking baby formula and shit, like locked down
Right.
behind counters, or like cameras all over at Walmart, and then behind cages and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
And it's funny how much of that stuff's being stolen and sold at smaller stores, like
Yeah.
corner stores and things.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Make your money.
It's 2021, y'all. It's getting shitty out here.
It's getting real shitty.
It's getting real. I keep seeing this thing pop up on Facebook talking about Akron and how it's referred to as Crackron and all this stuff, and how you don't got to go there at night and all these things. And I'm like, man, you get a bad rap. But there are some places I don't want to go to at night.
Like, there are places in Akron I don't want to be
It's
in.
not like that piece of shit Akron.
Yeah. This is Sandusky.
Right.
It's not like that shithole Akron.
Oh man, if you're in Akron, leave it in the comments below. You're one of the real ones. It's hard out here in the streets.
It's hard out here for
Dude. Guy. I'm just a regular guy.
Dude guy.
I'm just a regular guy, dude guy. Guys, regular guys, dude guys, women and children, lady man ladies, or
Tell them all about it.
all of them.
What do they got to do?
I mean, all of you guys need to tell your friends, family, friends to subscribe to the Saturday on Sunday podcast on YouTube.
For real?
I mean, we'll all have a good time together. I'm Steven.
I'm Twan.
Jacob's still here fucking up the audio.
You got it.
Oh.
Go home tonight and do a shot with Grandma. And if she has passed away, do a shot for Grandma. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace.
It's a Saturday on Sunday.
What? And that's that on.
That's pretty much all it is.